It's all go this week in RPM as it's the thrilling finale of the Pirelli Irish Tarmac Championship on the Murphy Construction Cork 20 Rally. The championship has to be decided between Eugene Donnelly and Derek McGarity, but it doesn't mean that other drivers can't win the rally. Cork City, the 2005 European City of Culture, and the first weekend in October sees some of the top rally drivers in Europe lining up in the capital of the Southwest.
It has been a fascinating Pirelli Irish Tarmac Championship so far. And as we head into the last round, the Murphy Construction Cork 20 International, the question is, can Eugene Donnelly lift the crown?
For championship favourites Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley, in their venerable Toyota Corolla WRC, it's been a successful and adventurous season. Can he now lift his first solo tarmac title?
I'm not trying to think too much about it. I'm looking forward to my rally today. Do you know what I mean? I enjoyed the Ulster rally immensely. I just hope this is the same. I feel very relaxed and really looking forward to it.
Joint champion with Eugene in 2004, Derek McGarity is again the big threat, but he really needs a miracle to lift the title in Cork.
I'm going to go flat out and try and win the rally. You know, what happens from there is really up to Eugene. So, well, I need it. Thank you.
While Tim McNulty is after his first outright Pirelli Tarmac Rally victory.
The stage number one is gone, so we're just out here today to see what we can do.
First time on the Irish stages is 3 times Belgian champion Peter Tune.
All blind corners, it's very fast, so it's, I think it's going to be very difficult to follow the locals.
His teammate Eric Weaver is another very welcome Dutch visitor.
The final fling of the Pirelli series, and the clock of the course Franco-Manny has laid on 8 stages on day 1 to the east of Cork, with service in Macroom. Number 1 on the road, Eugene Donnelly knows that various obstacles lie between him and the tarmac crown. Thankfully, that rock causes no problems. Problems are what the Macaraman wants to avoid. It's a relatively cautious start, but there are always patches of shiny tarmac and mud to catch you out.
Brake for 4 left tightens. Whoa! Okay, go on. Flat 1 left, flat 2 right cut, 60.
By stage 3, he's 4th, but the Corolla is suffering a little problem.
Something not right.
The Toyota is suffering throttle response maladies, and its poor lift is about to contribute towards a spin on stage 3.
Oh, flat 1. Oh, you bitch. You bitch.
Eugene responds in determined style, but is he trying too hard and endangering his championship?
Flat 2 right cuts, easy. Flat 1 left, 2 right, gravel and bumps. Easy. Flat right. Flat 1 right over crest, a wee brake. Flat 2 left cuts. Easy. Calm yourself down.
I pushed pretty hard on the last one, and I know it could have went quicker. You know what I mean? So it's hard to know just where to draw the line, like.
Derek McGarity has to win this rally and hope that his big rival finishes lower than 7th. The Belfast driver makes a determined start. There's not much lifting in the Pirelli Matcom Subaru.
150. Flat crest 150. 5 right maybe at farm okay 200. Care right on crest 40. 4 left.
After 3 stages, Derek is in second place and earning praise from his co-driver Dermot O'Gorman as he tackles this very fast section on stage 3.
Right left 40, right minus maybe 100, right over crest 60, Gale, right minus over crest 80, right left minus 100, left over crest 200. Well done.
By stage 4, Derek is 21 seconds behind the leader.
Tim is setting very good times there, but you know, that's to be expected here. And myself and Eugene are much of a muchness, but we're heading to stages now. I prefer these stages.
Tim McNulty and Anthony Nestor are the early sensation. They slash an amazing 8 seconds off everyone else on the opening 10-mile stage. Following 2 second places on the Jim Clark and Ulster rallies, Tim is looking for the #1 spot. And let's not forget, he led here last year. After 4 stages, they're 21 seconds in the clear.
Yeah, we're going all right, Pamela. It's very slippy out there, but just seem to be doing it right at the moment. The boys now are coming back on the pace there on the last stage. Having a small bit of trouble with brakes, but you know, we get over that. It's not major, but we're going okay.
It's Eamon Boland next on the road, and here's why. Austin McHale has a rear wheel puncture on the very first stage, a delay that costs him over 50 seconds to the leader. Boland is literally flying, dicing for 3rd spot early on. But Austin McHale's delays have dropped him to 10th, but he's already up to 7th by stage 4. The first of the Belgians, Peter Chun, is spectacular and fast. He's recently won the Tour of Luxembourg and slots into a superb early 5th place. Just 27 seconds behind is the similar car of Liam McCarthy, with event sponsor Kieran Murphy alongside. The Dunmanway man is driving well on a rare Pirelli tarmac appearance. Dutchman Eric Weavers is a Toyota Corolla expert, having supplied Eugene Donnelly's car, and he's in an early 12th on these unfamiliar roads. No stranger to Cork 20 is local man Dennis Cronin, with Helen O'Sullivan on the notes. They're 8th at this early stage. Another continental visitor is Tim Van Parijs in his Group A Evo, who's climbing towards the top 15. But for Morris Gas, it's a slow crawl out of stage 1 and retirement, with of all things a fuel sensor problem in the Millview Fuels car. Donal O'Donovan at 156 is a late entry, but also an early retirement, as it's time for the cars to be refettled in Macroom, and we catch up with another of our visitors.
Well, how are you enjoying Cork's wet tarmac?
Well, very good. Pleasantly surprised. So, I think stages are good and having a lot of fun. So,
as Eamon Boland heads out, there are 4 more tests to be tackled on day 1, including the 11-mile Cool Mountain test, as the weather gets cool and wetter. Eric might not necessarily agree. He goes off on Cool Mountain, dropping a minute and from 11th to 14th. Paddy White is a spectacular 13th overnight, whilst Nigel Hickland, trying an S9 Impreza for the first time, is 10th. But sadly we will lose one of our visitors, as Tim Van Parijs' Lancer expires. For Liam McCarthy and Kieran Murphy in the Murphy Construction Corolla, the first corner on stage 7 is about to see the destruction of their rally, as Patrick Slattery shows us. Still, the top Cork driver is Dennis Cronin in 8th place and trying. But few are trying as hard as Austin McHale and Brian Murphy. They managed to work their way back up to 6th, but with over 2 minutes to the leader, any hopes of victory are gone. Peter Chun is superb to watch as he sets a stunning fastest time on stage 7 to lie in 5th place overnight. This is a great drive from him and co-driver Eddie Chevalier.
Every rally driver will agree that there's only one place which is important, is the first place, and to reach that is still a long way to go. I'm still about let's say half a second per kilometre slower, which in rally terms is quite a lot. So I won't be for this year, so I will have to come back a couple of times to beat the locals, I think.
One of the local crews that he will have to beat are Eamon Boland and Francis Regan. The quad Wexford driver has been getting faster by the rally and the focus. Eamon is an overnight fourth and not far off the podium positions. In the championship race, however, it's time to tighten the belts.
We're back in County Cork for the Murphy Construction Cork 20 Rally. The big interest is centred on the Pirelli Championship race. For Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley, it has to be the cautious side of flat out, although it doesn't always look like it.
Tight to right over crest. Easy. Keep flat to right. Cuts. 170.
Their earlier niggles have been solved by the McGeehan Motorsport team, and Eugene is actually fastest on stage 6, Cool Mountain 1. Kingspan Corolla will now end the day in third place, having closed up on his championship rival in the afternoon loop.
Bad bumps at the trees. Care, long, 3 left, tightens. And flat left, and bumps, 80.
I would like to go harder, but it wouldn't be very sensible. But no, I'm just having a real good rally and I'm really enjoying it. No moments, no dramas, so I mean, that's what it's all about, this rally, you know.
For Derek McGarity and Dermot O'Gorman, it's been an equally undramatic day, aside from a few wrong tyre choices, and the Matcon Subaru looks fast.
Left 60 ton hairpin left. 20. Flat 4 left. 30. 4 right plus 40. Medium right.
McGarity is joint second fastest with Tim McNulty on stage 7, and rounds out the day second, although only 4 seconds ahead of Eugene Donnelly.
Left at big 3, 120. 3 right, repeat, 3 right. 300. 3 right again.
There's no doubt over the leaders, however, Tim McNulty and Anthony Nestor. The Meath man has eased the pace slightly in the afternoon tests, but rounds the day off with fastest time on the last stage at Cool Mountain to hold an overnight lead of 28 seconds. With cars running at 30-second intervals, Derek McGarity would practically have to catch Tim on the stage to take the lead. But on day 2 there are 7 tough stages to cover. A few seconds a stage could see the championship race also become the leaders' race.
Tim McNulty starts off in style, fastest by 9 seconds in the opening test, and extends his lead to 43 seconds by stage 10. It's a fast morning, as Derek McGarity discovers.
Line for deceptive press in the 4 left, maybe okay. In the flat 4 right opens, 80. 4 right maybe okay, 80. 4 left plus, carry speed okay, 200. Left at the 4, 300.
Derek is third fastest in the opener, but he is about to run into trouble on this gravelly right-hander on stage 10.
4 left plus.
Oh, it's quite a bang, as Neil Dempsey discovers from the outside. It's a worrying time for Derek.
5 left, 120. Finally gets rid of a puncture now. 5 left, don't lift, 200.
Derek's worries should be Eugene's gain as he splashes his way to equal third fastest with McGarity on the day's opening stage.
Flat 1 right. Tight.
But Eugene is about to encounter the same hazard.
60. Gravelly. Watch the gravel. Square right. 40. Flat 3 left. Oh, you bitch. 130.
Eugene clips the back wheel, though not as hard as Derek hit the front. Nevertheless, it's causing some anxiety.
Flat 2 right cuts if you puncture. I'd say the back wheels out of line. 2 right cuts here, 130. Flat 1 right.
Eugene will take 7 seconds out of Derek McGarity on this stage to move into second place, 3 seconds ahead of Derek.
Lucky enough, no major damage done, you know, and didn't lose a lot of time with it. Just give us a wee bit of awakening that we had to stay on top of our game, and you know, as you know, if you drive it, you know, 8 or 9 tenths, there's always going to make mistakes, so you got to be right up at the edge to keep the concentration.
Austin McHale in 6th is concentrating on hauling in the rapid Belgian Peter Tune. But Peter is fast off the mark, second fastest in the opening stage and maintaining his 5th place. Eamon Boland must be glad to have a 30-second breathing space in front of Tune, as they are literally swapping seconds back and forward in each stage. Derek McGarity starts this second loop quickly, but amazingly loses 7 seconds here on stage 11 to Eugene. At the famous Mall Carthy's pub on stage 12, he seems to have the crowd support. And the red car ups its pace to equal Eugene for fastest time by 6 minutes dead. Now we're about to record a piece of rallying history. The engineers have remapped Eugene's Corolla. It now revs to 9,000 RPM, and along this stretch the Corolla records 240 kilometers an hour. That's 149.9 miles an hour. The extra speed is helping to keep Eugene in second spot, and he is now 10 seconds ahead of his Pirelli Championship rival.
Long flat 3 right, 4 left plus, the white pillar cut 60. Long flat 1 right past the walls, twisty 200. Brake before this crest down there, 3 right, don't cut, tight 6 left.
But Tim McNulty is still streaking ahead. The Pierce Subaru is about 37 seconds in front with just 3 stages remaining. But remember, Tim was leading on the last day last year. Can his luck hold? The ProDrive engineers wait anxiously for him at the last service.
Well, the good news is Eugene says he's not going to try and catch you, but he wants to keep Derek behind him, so let them do battle.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, you know, I said this morning going out, I didn't want Eugene to get a sniff of a win, so we put the pressure on early this morning and it paid off. But yeah, we'll believe that at the finish line.
And McGarity knows it's not over till then.
It's 10 seconds of a gap, but you know, we probably give him that 10 seconds, so we're going to try and take it back.
The Pirelli Subaru is guided away from service and onto this tricky gravel section on stage 13 near Kanturk. It's a beautiful execution of the hairpin, and Derek looks right at home on the loose.
60. Right 80, 3 left minus, keep in.
Eugene, like Derek, has been a forestry champion and is no slouch here. In fact, he takes 6 seconds off Derek, who's about to have a little moment.
3 left, repeat 3 left, in the 3 right minus. Go 150, go. Left 100, get out. Left 100.
It's very easy to make a mistake, as the leader discovers. Despite this, he's second fastest, as we head to the penultimate test and an interesting rallying location.
Right entry, left, chicane. Around the island.
Well, it's rather fitting that the final loop of stages on Sunday afternoon comes through Castle Magner. It must be a spiritual home of Irish motorsport, because here resides the legendary Billy Coleman.
Yes, the Cork legend knows what it's like to win in Cork, having done it 6 times. This year the rally literally handbraked round his village. In the 2005 final results, Paddy White was 15th. First-timer Eric Weavers recovers to a superb 11th. whilst Nigel Hickland gets into the top 10 on his Subaru S9 debut. Top Cork finisher was Dennis Cronin in a superb 7th. Austin McHale handbrakes around the bale placed there by his old rival Billy Coleman, and he finishes 6th. Peter Chun and Eddie Chevalier record fastest time on the penultimate stage to end in a superb 5th place. Come back soon, Peter. Eamon Boland is fastest on stage 13 and finishes a fine 4th.
And for Derek McGarty, it's a 3rd spot. He may not be champion anymore, but he's had a superb year. But ultimately in the championship race, it's the dream result for Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley. Eugene is naturally delighted, as his big rival is one of the first to congratulate him.
Been a while coming, but it's here.
How does it feel?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm delighted. I'm over the moon. I'm absolutely over the moon. Give me a while to let it sink in. It's just great.
But it's been a really great drive for Tim McNulty.
Your first international win. How does it feel?
Absolutely fantastic. Unbelievable. Didn't think I'd ever see that bloody red board.
And as Tim sprays the champagne, he has the added bonus of pinching 2nd place from Derek McGarty in the Pirelli Championship. But Eugene Donnelly and Paul Kiley are the 2005 Pirelli Irish Tarmac champions.
From the Murphy Construction Cork 20 International Rally. In Programme 2, we're going to ask, can Garry Jennings lift the Group N title?
Garry, like Eugene Donnelly, had to finish 7th or higher to lift the crown. And he has a new car.
No, it'll be fine. I say, me and Rory took the first stage as it comes and just drive the car. Probably a bit of a different driving style with this car, but we'll see how it goes.
Alan Nesbitt is the only one who can deny Garry the title.
I don't think it's doable. Garry has to go out and I have to win, or 2nd, I think. I can't see that happening here.
Alan leaves the Cork ramp with 2 days of hard driving in store. Day 1 is the longest, with 8 special stages, with the usual mixture of high-speed Cork tarmac, coupled with the changing autumnal conditions and surfaces.
3, 2, 1, go, flat right 40, fast 5 right continues.
Rory Kennedy, a former outright winner of the Tarmac Championship with Bertie Fisher, calls the notes as he and Garry Jennings start their drive towards the Group N title. They have a new Evo 8 built by the KG Motorsport team, and they're spending the morning tests adapting to their new mount.
60, flat left, 150, crest jump.
After 4 stages, they're handily placed 2nd in Group N. Alan Nesbitt and Martin McGarity can't afford to take it handy. They need to win, but on stage 1, the smell of gearbox oil hangs heavy in the air as the smoky Subaru struggles through the opening 2 tests in dire trouble. That championship hope has virtually gone.
Gearbox went in the first stage, put oil in around the clutch, and we had to drive through the stage, half of the first stage and all of the next stage to get back into service. So we got the gearbox changed and with the standard one in.
While Alan is struggling, James Foley is flying in 3rd in his new Evo 9. But no one is as fast and spectacular as Colin Murphy. With no championship to worry about, he's going all out for a win and pulls out 22 seconds over his nearest rival by stage 4.
I had to finish off the year with a win if I can. So we said we'd come out and try to do our best, and that's what we're doing.
Aaron McHale is 4th and trying. Billy Fannin is about to retire. Local man James O'Sullivan with Adrian Deasley on the notes is 8th and not afraid to use the handbrake. While Kevin Kelleher has been in the wars early on, but nevertheless, he's 6th. Former Billy Coleman Award winner Stuart Darcy is making a rare appearance, whilst another young charger, Peter Wilson, has hired an Evo for the first time, but has been off here on stage 3, and the time loss is obvious. The stages are slippery in places as local ace Brian O'Mahony treads his ex-Works Puma kit car through the lanes. The young Cork man is in spectacular form as he's trying to wrap up his class in the championship. The Chris Birkbeck run 1600cc Puma is an exciting machine, and Brian is the second fastest two-wheel drive car in the rally and 17th overall at this stage, with driving like this.
David James is usually at the top of the two-wheel drives, but that rear damage has cost him minutes. So it's the dinky Darien of Welshman John Dalton who leads the two-wheel drives. With 300 horsepower on tap, it's a very exciting machine. Another interesting machine is David Delaney's new Super 1600 Fiesta, but it's a very short outing. Back in Group N, and Taj Linehan is about to make a rare mistake. But inside Brian O'Mahony's Puma on stage 7, we see that Taj had made a bigger mistake, blocking the stage. But spectator power gets him moving again as Brian O'Mahony chases. But we're about to witness an overtaking manoeuvre that is more akin to the British Touring Car Championship. It's 8th in Group N for Taj, while Brian and John Higgins bring the Puma into 15th overall, well ahead in their class. It's been a frustrating day for Alan Nesbitt. He's 7th in Group N, 18th overall, but over 4 minutes behind the Group N leader after the early dramas. James O'Sullivan is 1 place ahead and always sideways, whilst Kevin Kelleher is 16 seconds ahead of him. Stuart Darcy has his older Evo 6 4th in Group N. But for James Foley, who was 4th in the very first Evo 9 to rally in Ireland, there is a drama as he pulls off on stage 7. That's fuel leaking, and he's making a temporary repair on the stage, but the delays will drop him right out of the hunt. Aaron McHale is now up to 3rd and trying hard. And for Garry Jennings, there are reminders what can happen when you push too hard.
Caution, 4 right and a fast 4 left tightens continues.
They have softened the suspension of the new car and are beginning to adapt well to the new technology. They end the day a very solid 2nd.
80. Flat left over crest, 60.
No, we're at a reasonable pace. I think Column's trying very hard and we're getting used to the new car very well, so it's doing good.
More than good is Colin Murphy with Ger Lockery on the notes. The Galway and Killarney Group N winner is looking to end a troubled year on a high, with fastest times in almost all of the day's tests, and the damaged front corner demonstrates that he's been pushing.
Tomorrow is the day now just to kind of try and sustain that lead and bring it back here to the hotel tomorrow even, hopefully.
With 3 corners.
Well, 3 corners. If I can find an additional corner along the way, I'll stick it back on. But, well, the good thing about it is once it's gone, at least it can't fall off anymore.
Day 2 and the rally moves north of Cork with 7 stages for Colin to try and maintain that lead. Though others are having difficulty maintaining grip on the tarmac. There's even the occasional moving roadblock in the way. But Colin Murphy has a firm grip of the reins and takes fastest Group N times on the opening 2 stages to extend his lead. And by midday, he's a minute and 16 in front.
Flat right past lanes.
Garry Jennings has upped his pace.
Flat right brave, 60. Flat right continues, 300. Flat 2 right, watch the poles, 200. Go on, go on, go on.
The Autocar Logistics Mitsubishi is running faultlessly, and they're maintaining their second spot. Indeed, they're fastest on stage 12 by just 1 second.
60, wipe out 3 left and the fast one.
Aaron McHale is just over 50 seconds behind Garry. Whilst a hard-trying Stuart Darcy is just 9 behind him after stage 12. Alan Nesbitt is now 8th in Group N and 19th overall. And James Foley is out for the day to test his new car. Brian O'Mahony is 16th in the Puma, and having already wrapped up the British Super 1600 Championship, is now looking to take the Irish. Brian, whose father Frank is clerk of the course here, is really flying in the little 1600cc rocket. John Dalton's Darien is still the fastest two-wheel drive car, and he wins the national section for non-homologated cars. His times would have put him 13th in the main rally. Keith Cronin was a distant second in the Nationals, but there were other winners. McQuinn took Class 2. Eugene Megan Jr. was the Class 3 winner. Whilst John Murphy survived this spin to take Class 5. And Brian Pat Doherty takes his Escort to Class 7. Ken O'Neill brings his Super 1600 Puma to second in Class 6, but there was no doubt over the winners. Brian O'Mahony and John Higgins fought the Puma all the way to finish 14th overall and lift the Super 1600 class in the Pirelli Championship.
40. 3 left over bad gravel. 40 braking, 5 left.
Less fortunate is James O'Sullivan, as an off 2 stages after this spin costs minutes. Peter Wilson's also a bit late on the brakes. He will finish 7th in Group N and 19th overall. For Alan Nesbitt, 6th in Group N is not the result he needed, but maybe next year. Tag Lenihan had a dramatic weekend, but still finished 5th. Whilst Kevin Kelleher in 4th also bears the scars of a brush with the Cork countryside. Stuart Darcy is a fine 3rd, and that's at the expense of Aaron McHale, whose car gave up the ghost with 2 stages to go. For Garry Jennings and Rory Kennedy, it's a fast victory drive.
Line, 150. 2 left in, and fast 3 right line.
And the former Peugeot Cup winner still has time to demonstrate his loose surface skills to the delight of his co-driver Rory.
Square right now. Flat 2, watch it now. Flat 2 right. Caution, square left. Neat. It was good crack, isn't it? Fast square right, continues on the turn. 5 right, early entry, line. 80.
More relieved than anything else. Like, with a hard weekend, what we had to do, it's very hard to drive at a pace that's not flat out, but no, really enjoyed it.
But Colin Murphy, as always, is enjoyable to watch, and for once his luck holds to take a memorable Group N victory.
We're delighted, absolutely delighted. Like, we had a winning Galway and a winning Cork, but the middle of the year was not great.
Colin won by over a minute, with the big winners in Cork are the new Pirelli Group N champions Garry Jennings and Rory Kennedy.